Plum Island is an island that is part of Southold in Suffolk County, New York, and located in Gardner's Bay, off the eastern end of Long Island's North Fork Peninsula on the eastern end of Long Island. Plum Island is owned by the United States government, and access to it controlled by the U.S. Department of Homeland Security. We are told Plum Island was called Manitouwand by the historical indigenous Pequot Nation of Connecticut, but who were they? Their true history has been suppressed in our historical narrative. The Pequot Nation is indigenous to Connecticut and was classified extinct by colonial authorities after the Pequot Wars that took place between 1636 and 1638, effectively decimating them as a viable tribe, as survivors were either sold into slavery to colonists in the West Indies or Bermuda, otherwise taken captive, or absorbed into other tribes. Of 5 Pequot tribes in existence today, the Mashantucket Pequot tribe is the only one that is federally recognized. Mohegan Pequot was an Algonquin language spoken by the Mohegan, Pequot, and Niantic people of southern New England and the Montaukett and Shinnecock of Long Island. The last living speaker of Mohegan Pequot died in 1908. We are told that historically Mohegan Pequot did not have a writing system, and that the only significant writings came from European colonizers who interacted with speakers of the language. Back to Plum Island. So what we are told is that the Montaukett Grand Sachem, Wyandanch of eastern Long Island, was said to have sold Plum Island in 1659 to Samuel Willis, the son of Connecticut's governor George Willis, for a coat, a barrel of biscuits, and 100 fish hooks. Plum Island is only 17 miles or 27 kilometers south-southeast of Lyme, Connecticut, the place which gave Lyme disease its name. The origin story of the disease goes like this. A mysterious ailment afflicted a group of people in and around Lyme, Connecticut in the 1970s, and that the cause of Lyme disease was found to be a form of spiral-shaped bacteria transmitted by the bite of a certain kind of tick. Lyme disease causes symptoms like a rash, flu-like symptoms, joint pain, and weakness, among others. Coincidentally, or not, there is a National Disease Center on Plum Island, which was established in 1954 by the United States Department of Agriculture. The facility maintains laboratories up to biosafety level 3, which involves microbes which can cause serious and potentially lethal disease by inhalation. Fort Terry on Plum Island was said to have been built in 1897 as part of the harbor defenses of Long Island Sound and used intermittently through the end of World War II. Then in 1952, Fort Terry became a military, animal, and biological warfare research facility, and in 1954 moved to civilian control as mentioned previously. The granite lighthouse on the western end of Plum Island, said to have been built and in service in 1869, looks a lot like the North Lighthouse on Block Island, but unlike the North Lighthouse, it is not open to the public, and access to the Plum Island Lighthouse is controlled by the Department of Homeland Security for community